What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on LCID stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news that might drive the price of this asset. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point, and I've told you that we should establish higher highs and higher lows on a smallest scale in order to confirm the next potential leg to the upside. But instead of this, this asset dropped even lower and it broke its previous swing low at $9.7 mark, and it broke it twice. As you can see, we had this bottom that is even lower than previous one. And this means it forms consistently lower highs and lower lows. And this is quite bad from the fundamental standpoint. On top of that, let me switch to daily time frame and let me show you that previous lowest point of this asset was at November 2020, and it was roughly $9.6 mark. And right now we broke this range to the downside, and this is also quite bearish sign. So, what should we expect next from the technical standpoint? I will show you in just several minutes, but for now let's continue with the fundamental news, and I will show you that Lucid doesn't have much news that might drive the price of its shares higher. On their official Twitter page, we don't have any news that probably might drive its price higher. Just news from their studios and zero mentions about major fundamentals that could drive the price of this asset. On top of that, on their official press release section, we have lack of news as well, because from November 18th they didn't post any news, and definitely because of lack of news, this asset slowly moving south. And let me show you the latest bears workshop flyover. As you can see, on this spot we still have a bunch of vehicles, and I have to say that right now Lucid has 3 spots where they collected vehicles. Second one is right here, as you can see, and previously we can see only this spot that was full of vehicles, but right now they increased the number of vehicles to the next spot, and definitely this shows the increase in overall production rate, but decrease in potential sales, and it might be quite bearish sign. And the third spot where you can find their vehicles is their latest one, and it is right here, and they also have a lot of vehicles on this spot, but I have to say that in my opinion probably this spot is for US deliveries, and these 2 spots probably for the deliveries in Europe and Saudi Arabia. That's why we can see an increasing number of these vehicles right here, and that's why I think it will be here until the end of this year. So, in my opinion, in a matter of next couple of weeks, they have to reduce the number of these vehicles. Otherwise, it might be a very bad signal in general for the company. On top of that, let me show you another news right here. On businessinsider.com, we have this article that was published on December the 1st, and that is titled "Lucid is offering employees $18,000 discounts to buy its cars by the end of the year. Tries to rack up orders." And let me quote you these bullets. The EV startup Lucid Motors just announced an employee purchase program. Employees who buy the 154,000 vehicle Air Grand Touring get a sizable discount paid out over time. Lucid saw reservations drop from 37,000 in Q2 to 34,000 in Q3 due in part to cancellations. And definitely it is not the best sign when they have a lot of vehicles produced and stored on their plant, and from the official data they have about 34,000 pre-orders, but they cannot ship these vehicles, and they announced an employee purchase program. Definitely something's wrong in this data, and definitely it might affect the Lucid price in the negative manner in the next several months. So, and let me show you another news, another article that was published just a couple of days ago on December the 2nd, and that is titled "Will Lucid stock hit $20 a share in 2023?" And the key bullets are following. Lucid's production numbers have been disappointing. The company has secured new funding. The stock's valuation doesn't make sense. And the long story short, according to the opinion of Justin Pope, the author of this article, definitely Lucid cannot hit $20 a share in 2023. And it means that this author believes that it might be in the longer consolidation phase for the longer period of time. And I have to say that we still have this possibility, but in general, definitely if I switch to a weekly time frame and if I add some indicators right here, as you can see, RSI is quite low right now, and we also have the consolidation phase on the MACD indicator. This means most likely we have more chances to hit higher price targets in the next 12 to 18 months, but in the short-term perspective we might see lower price action. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should we expect next from the price action? Definitely this movement to the downside that forms lower highs and lower lows with the unloading RSI is not so bullish, because generally speaking we can see the movement to the downside for RSI, and this means RSI basically has a lot of room to go down. And with this movement to the downside, definitely the price will also move south. And that's why you have to be very cautious with your position. But if you already done your own due diligence, and if you believe that this asset will change its sentiment from neutral and basically from bearish to bullish, definitely you can accumulate your position on every daily red candle, because we have to see some kind of relief in its price action. And this means this asset might hit some ranges of resistance that is above our current price. So, and if you want to catch the trade, just be cautious and wait for the confirmation. Confirmation should be the higher highs and higher lows on a smaller scale with an increasing volume. Only this movement to the upside will show you that this asset probably might hit higher targets in the short and medium term perspective. So, I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps.